The comet that framed Mark Twain's life was once treated less like a timetable and more like a warning. For much of human history, comets were frightening. They appeared without warning, crossed the familiar order of the stars, and vanished. To many observers, they seemed like signs of disaster, royal death, famine, or war. Then came Edmund Halley. In the early 18th century, Halley studied records of comet sightings from earlier centuries. Using the new mathematics of gravity, he argued that several famous appearances were not separate comets at all. They were the same object returning again and again. He predicted it would come back. Halley did not live to see that prediction fulfilled, but the comet returned in the 18th century as expected. That success helped change the comet's reputation. It was still spectacular, it was still strange, but it was also predictable. By the time Samuel Clemens was born in 1835, Halley's comet was a known visitor. Imagine that world: gaslight and newspapers, riverboats and telegraphs. Science expanding, but superstition still close behind. A comet could be described by astronomers and still disturb the public imagination. Twain grew up inside that tension. He became a writer who loved puncturing certainty. He mocked pretension, exposed absurdity, and understood how quickly humans turn coincidence into meaning. Then the comet began to return again. In 1909 and 1910, newspapers followed. Halley's approached closely, public fascination mixed with anxiety. Some people worried about the Earth passing through the comet's tail. Scientists generally tried to calm the fear, but the old emotional power of comets had not disappeared. Twain was elderly by then. He had outlived his wife and several of his children. His public image was sharp, white-suited, and almost mythic. He was no longer only a writer. He was a national figure, a living voice from an earlier America. So when he connected his life to the comet, the line landed perfectly. Not because it proved anything supernatural, because it sounded exactly like him. On April 20th, 1910, Halley's comet reached perihelion, its closest point to the Sun. On April 21st, Twain died. The sequence was simple. The effect was enormous. And once people heard it, they did what people have always done with comets. They turned the sky into a story.